the smell. So your dogs and your cats, like say that was a really bad pet accident, you know the cats always go back to the same place? The formula is gonna take away that smell so your pets are never gonna be able to find it again.
It actually breaks it completely down.
That's exactly right.
So they're not gonna go back to that spot again, which is great to have. And remember too, if you've ever had a service come in and they've cleaned your carpets or deep cleaned them and you spent a fortune, the longer that moisture stays down inside there, in the long run, the faster it ruins your rugs and your carpets. And that's bad. So if you just wanna do the lighter mode so it doesn't seep all the way down, you've got the option. And that's what makes this unit really different as well. The quick, the easy, the really big messes or the little teeny messes.
Exactly.
And because it's so lightweight, you know, Jay, it's another great feature about this. A lot of times you don't drag out the old carpet cleaner. Why? Because it weighs 800 pounds.
Look at this.
This one is so removable. Do you know I leave it exactly in the same place I leave my vacuum cleaner?
Yeah.
I have a Hoover coming up and I have a Hoover and my Bissell. They sit side by side because I treat this now and I use this almost as often as I use my vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Because I can.
Yes.
So, and we all want fresh, clean carpets. It's like having fresh sheets all the time. You wash your sheets now, why not have fresh, clean carpets all the time? Especially upholstery in my house because my dogs are always on our couch.
But even when I vacuum, if I deep clean after, I pull out hair that my vacuum leaves behind. That's how powerful.
And remember, it'll clean out of it when you're done too, because you can get to all the parts. All right, Jen, thanks.
Well, this was fun.
That was very fun. Don't forget the 5 Flex again ends tonight at midnight. It's 5 or more Flex on everything today, but you gotta get all the orders in before we hit midnight tonight. Hey, by the way, we have some great stuff from AutoSmith. Don't forget about our Today's Special. That was a terrific Today's Special. And what you're gonna love about it, if you haven't seen it yet, you can go on hsn.com and you still have a couple more hours to be able to take advantage of the great pricing. And what is it? It's a unique 3-in-1 system to be able to start your dead battery in your car, right? But here's something else from AutoSmith. It is our sunshade. It's a 2-pack with the suction cups. Now, I'll tell you what, I don't know where you live, but if you live in Florida, that is like a must-have. And most of the shades that are out there, you know, they're really stupid and awkward, aren't they? Like, they never stay upright. You know how you're trying to put your visors down and hold that dumb, and then when you close it, you're like, where do I put this thing? It's huge. I don't have a spot for it. Look how clever AutoSmith is. They've created a wonderful way to be able to just put it up and put it back. It stays in place. And quite frankly, it really reduces the heat in your car, which ultimately actually saves you money because you don't have to worry about having to crank your air conditioning longer because your car's heated up so much in the summertime. So just want to give you a peek at that. We have it available. But hey, by the way, I want to show you our Today's Special real quick, only because, guys, can we do that? Just as a quick reminder, because it's from AutoSmith as well. And here's what I want you to know. Last hour, I think we sold a couple thousand, and we have the last time that you can pick it up tonight. We did the last and final airing, and it's all about conveniently being able to start your car. We're not gonna show it, I can't show it. Do you mind, guys, if we do it real quick? Thanks. I just want to show you guys this because we already showed you the Today's Special. We're not going to take another look at it tonight, but it's so awesome. It's a little mighty system that actually you can trickle charge your car, get it started, that dead battery, in about 15 minutes, or you can actually clip it to your car battery to start it instantly. And also, it's a charger for all of our electronics in our life. So I just want to give you one more look because that price is going to jump in 2 hours to $129.95, and the 5 Flex will be gone. Please check that out, and you can still order it up until midnight and get in on that special savings. Well, we're talking about heat, and we just showed you the little AutoSmith, you know, shades for your car. Well, what happens in the summertime is your car gets hot, your home gets really hot. And when your home's hot and your bedroom's hot and you're miserable, you just can't sleep and you're just not happy. We're gonna cool it off, and we're gonna do it in a brilliant way from DeLonghi. DeLonghi is the #1 best-selling air conditioning units that we offer here in HSN. In fact, since we launched DeLonghi here exclusively, we have sold over 61,000 units. And tonight, we have a special price, an introductory price, plus on top of that, you get a $50 rebate. And we made it even easy accessible for the rebate. And it is now $449.95 for the most BTUs we have ever offered. 2 colors, black or white. So if you have hot, sticky rooms and you hate hot, sticky summers, we're gonna solve it easily. Hello, Miss Tracy.
Hi, my friend. How are you?
Big fan of DeLonghi.
Big fan of DeLonghi. Big fan about the fact that it is movable, because a lot of these portable air conditioning units aren't portable. DeLonghi is on wheels, comes out of the box with the wheels on, and pretty much zero installation. So don't blink for a second. I want to show you just how easy this is. You put it into the slot right here, into that first lip. You bring the window down. Notice I didn't have to take out my screens or anything. Bring the window down, bring the unit up, and then there you go.
Easy, that was it.
It says 5-minute installation.
Do you know what happened? If you looked away, you totally missed installation.
I mean, this is it. In like this, or out like that, and in like this. I mean, it's very, very simple. You bring down the shades. Nobody knows whether or not you have a portable unit or not.
You know, the unit works, the shades don't.
Right, it's
Thank
all right.
God.
I would prefer it to be that way.
That's right. That's okay.
Yes. So, I mean, here's the deal. We're talking cold air whenever you want the cold air to be. This is going to hold, this is going to cool down about a square footage of 550 square feet. So we're talking maybe oh, look at that, 29 degrees right there, Suzanne, 27 degrees. But we're talking a 2-car garage, something that is going to really, really, really cool that down. You've got all of that cold air coming out, but that doesn't mean that the room is going to get freezing cold. You're going to set it at your temperature, what you want it, and when it gets to that temperature, it's going to stay consistent that way.
Which is nice, too.
Which is very nice.
Because it's not running and running and running and running and running.
Saving you money.
We love that, okay. Now, also, too, a lot of people say, hey, does it fit on other windows? Yes.
Yes.
Because you get extensions to go with it. You get the hose. Also, there's something really important. And if you've ever had like you said, a portable air conditioning unit, you stick it in the window, it looks super ugly, and then you also have the filter. Well, they all have filters because they're going to help filter the air. This one has a special technology that I love. Because it is moisture when it comes to air conditioning.
Yeah, so this is actually exclusive to HSN, this bio-silver technology, and that is it right here. This is special because you're never gonna have to change it. And it also inhibits the growth of bacteria and mold. So exactly what you said. When we're talking about a dehumidifier,
this is what we're used to.
Yeah. Look at that. That's what we're talking about.
All that moldy, nasty
bio-silver
stuff.
technology right there. And that's, listen, this is a dehumidifier, a fan, and a portable AC unit. So when you're talking dehumidification, moisture, mold.
That's right.
Bio-silver technology, exclusive to HSN, is going to inhibit the growth of that. That is huge for me. Huge for as being a mom, as being a wife. I don't want to breathe it in. But another thing I don't want to do, Suzanne, I never want to install one of these again. And when I say it's usually a 2-man team. It's like a we, because this unit here weighs 90 pounds. Plus, it's only 6,000 BTUs. Ours is 14,000 BTUs, the most powerful air conditioning unit you can plug into a wall. This guy is less than half, 30 pounds heavier, and a pain in the you-know-what to put in. Because you've got to have 2 people, you've got an accordion-style thing, you've got to screw them in, it takes up the entire wall unit, and it's just—
It takes up the entire window.
I mean, the entire window.
Yeah.
And it's not portable.
Right.
They say it's portable, but if you've ever put one in, you know it's not portable.
You're not moving it.
No.
Also, too, how you doing on the second floor bedroom trying to get an AC unit in the window up there? I mean, you're really taking, you're risking your life at that point, and we all know that.
You got 2 people. Right, I'm usually the one inside and the hubby.
And that's what's outside screaming.
Yeah. That's the
There's a lot of foul language on the outside of the house on the second floor.
Exactly.
And it's coming from your husband,
exactly.
right?
And then, now look at this. I've invested a lot of money in my house.
Right.
The last thing I want is an eyesore. And a lot of times, Suzanne, they don't even let you do this. If you're in a homeowners association, if you're a renter, or any
and then it drips down the back on the side of your house, and it's so gross.
I like how it looks so clean here. It's never like that, because all of that water usually drips down, and you're gonna see that line of mold and mildew or whatever. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've been in the neighborhood, driven around, and it's an eyesore, especially if you've just, I don't know, redone the outside of your house. The last thing you want to do is put something like this in that's going to drip fluid, liquid water all over the place.
Can you guys shoot, Dustin, can we get a shot this way? Because we never show it this way.
Right.
And really, when you look at a house, and it could be a house, it could be an apartment, whatever. What do you do if you live in an apartment you're renting?
Right.
Really, are they going to let you to install something like that? Because, maybe the AC just doesn't work, but whoever owns the place isn't going to give you a better AC unit.
Right.
And so you're going to install that? No, you're not going to do that. But what I love is if you're renting, you put it basically in any window you have, and when you leave, your most powerful AC unit goes with you.
Yeah.
So when you guys see it, if you just look, It's so much prettier. There's the before. And look at the after.
Exactly.
You're getting 6,000 BTU, 1,400. That's 14,000.
Yeah.
That's more than double the efficiency, the coolness, the power. So you can make a room really cold if you want it. That's power for air conditioning.
Huge. And I love that you brought that up. And I love the fact here, we have our screen in still. That's huge. And then the water, there's no water coming out. This is a vapor. It's our zero drip technology, and I'm gonna go over that in a minute. But this is hot air. This is not moisture. But no rodents are getting in.
Right.
No bugs are getting in. Nothing is getting through the screen because I can still leave the screen in and have that portable unit. That's a huge advantage to me, you know?
It's really great.
So here's the deal. This is what is out there. This is obviously not DeLonghi. It's bigger, bulkier. It's 10,000 BTUs, which means it's less powerful, but it's also a dehumidifier. Well, again, when we talk dehumidifiers, we talk about moisture. The way that this system works is that when it collects enough moisture, it shuts off, okay? Now, imagine that in the middle of the night. So I'm in bed, sound asleep. I wake up in a sweat because that's what I do these days, is I'm sweating all the time. And I realize that my AC unit has turned off because this has become full. The water's become full. So I gotta get out of bed in the middle of the night, and then I've gotta dump this and hope it doesn't dump all over the floor. And then I put it back in, and then it sets back on. Now, this is only 1 gallon of water.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Our DeLonghi can pull up to 10 gallons of water out of the air. 10 gallons of water. That's all of this without turning off. This is one.
No, it'll never turn off.
It'll never turn off.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Right.
It'll never turn off, you know? So this is 1 gallon. Every gallon of water that's collected out of the air, this bad boy shuts off.
Right.
I'm not down with that. You know, I want to, first off, it's sleeker, it's nicer, it looks better, you know, but this is going to,
has a remote.
and a remote, you know, this is definitely the better option.
Yep.
We've got that zero drip technology. That means that when the moisture is pulled out of the air, it then turns into a vapor, just like this, and that hot air goes out the window while that cold air stays in the window.
So you'll never, ever, ever have to drain it.
Exactly.
And I got a true story too. I had an older unit. I wanted a portable unit. I bought it because we were desperate to get a back house cooler, and it malfunctioned. And it kept going and going and going, and literally I had probably 3 inches of water, because you know, I didn't go back and check on it, and literally had like 3 inches of water all over the floor. So it was really an actual mess, and it actually ruined part of my cabinetry that was touching the floor. It's because this old model that I had wasn't efficient like that with the water. So you never have that problem again. And remember, it's a fan when you need a fan, it's a dehumidifier when you need a dehumidifier, and it is one of the most powerful air conditioning units you'll ever have. And the neat thing about it is, you literally roll it to the next room. Yeah. It's so, the casters are beautifully made.
I know.
That's what's kind of funny. We talk about, sometimes we miss some of the really nice things, but beautifully made. DeLonghi's an Italian company. They're known for making exquisite, really high quality products. And when you need this, so let's say you come home and you've programmed it. So when you walk in the door, your living room's nice and cool. All right, it's time for bed. So you don't need the whole house air conditioned just to be comfortable to sleep. You unplug it from the wall, you roll it into the bedroom, open the window, shut it, it's set, you set it, and now you go to bed, and your whole night, you're nice and cool, you're super comfortable. And we know when we're cool and comfortable, we sleep so deeply. It's a profound game changer for sleeping. Yeah. Because you want to be cool and comfortable. You know, have you ever spent a night where the AC didn't work?
No, you don't sleep.
Gosh. You're sweating and you're hot, and you go to get like a washcloth, and that doesn't do, you put a fan on you, that still doesn't do the trick. It's smoking hot, especially since we know we're just in the beginning of summer. There's a lot of hot days coming up.
Oh, it's been ridiculous already. I mean, look at the country right now. I mean, it is hot across the board. Here's the other thing I love about this. It comes with a remote. Now, why is that important? Well, exactly what you just said. When it's the middle of the night, and I just needed a little cooler in the house, I don't have to get out of bed.
That's great. I
can adjust it with this right here. I can pick it up to the side, point it to the AC unit, and then I can bring that temperature down. Here's the other cool thing. Whatever is on the front top right here, it's lit with an LED light, is also on this remote. I've got the power button, the mode, I've got the fan, and I have a timer. Now this is key. I can set this timer for any time of the day. And that's important because if I don't want my internal AC unit, my central air unit running all day long, I can turn that day down to like, let's say 80 degrees. But when I come home and I want that house to be at, I don't know, let's say I want it to be at 70 degrees. So I'll set it for 4 o'clock, like an hour before I get off work. So it turns on, then I walk into an instantly cold room that's at 70 degrees. I haven't been running the AC all day long.
That's right.
So I'm saving money. And then I walk into a perfectly cool and calm room. But look at this, it's 20, gosh, that's cold on my hand. It's 23,
We're gonna make her stay on that shot as long as she can stand it.
Just keep holding it until as long as I can hold this thing, right? But here's the thing, all this cold air is going out, but I've set this at 71. So when it gets to 71, this all adjusts.
Right.
So it's literally like
sensing the room temperature.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sits there and just like a thermometer, like your central AC, your heat, it's sensing what the room temperature is. When it hits it, it's going to adjust, it's going to stop. So it's just not grinding it out all the time. It's got that sensor inside. Okay, update though. The black, unfortunately, is almost sold out. If you want the black, I have about 650 left in the black, and it looks great. And again, notice these wheels. It's so easy to move. You don't have to call your husband or son or anybody else to come in and help you move the AC unit. You literally can wheel it from room to room. Also, too, we talk about zone heating and we talk about zone cooling. Why in the world, if you have a back room, let's say a back bedroom, and your air conditioning unit at home, just your central air just doesn't ever quite reach it. It's the kids' room and it's really, really hot and uncomfortable. Instead of having to go and get a brand new, bigger, very expensive air conditioning central unit, just add this to that back room. And that's gonna take the pressure off the rest of the AC unit in your house.
Right.
You ever have your house AC just running all the time because it's just trying to reach that back room? Forget about it. Add this to it, it's gonna change everything. So your home AC doesn't have to be on, you know, burning up dollars in every single room when you just want a good night's sleep in one room.
I love that you say that because we actually have an addition to the back of our house. The back of the house sits to the west side. So in the afternoon, it is ridiculously hot.
Blazing hot, I bet.
And it's a sunroom, but it's really like it could be like a sweat room. I could do like hot yoga in that room. It's disgusting. But if I pump up the air, the central air, everything else gets freezing and then that room gets comfortable. So it's exactly what you said.
Yep.
So I put this in there, I can set it to whatever the rest of the house is, and I'm comfortable. What about like the garage? This is great. If you're, you know, we're talking about grads and dads, and if your dad does work in the garage, this is perfect for that. It's going to it's going to cool down 550 square feet. 550, that's a lot.
It's a big room.
So that's 2.5 car garage, in all honesty, is what it breaks down to. This one unit will cool down that amount of space.
I bet you too, I'd love to hear from any of you who have a condo or maybe a small apartment. I bet you it'll cool a full apartment. If you've got like a studio or a 1-bedroom apartment, or if you open the doors, it's a 2-bedroom, this is gonna be brilliant for that. If you have an RV, what do you do in your RV? Think about it. You go to a campsite, how's your RV working? Maybe it's an older RV, maybe you have no air conditioning and whatever you camp in. Can you imagine just rolling this into your camper or your RV, plugging it in, and like, oh my gosh, all you have to do is have a little window to be able to exhaust it.
Well, I love the idea, Suzanne, that I can now move this from room to room because literally that is our installation. I take it out, turn it off, and then like you said, the casters are so easy. So let's say it's hot in my sunroom, then it's hot in the office, it's hot in the kids' room. It is so easy that you literally take this out of the wall unit and then just turn it off and wheel it around. Again, let me show you how easy it is to install because I don't think that there is somebody out there who hasn't at least one time put together a wall unit. You put that in, this pops right into place there. And then again, remember my screen, Suzanne, is still on.
Right.
So I didn't have to remove that. The bugs are not coming in, the rodents aren't coming in. I bring down the blinds, okay? And then here we go. They're gonna act up again. But you know what I mean? Now, from the outside, you can't even tell that there's a wall unit.
That's
listen,
true, that's very true.
We've all done this.
Right.
Two people.
Seen it a million times. Yeah.
It's hard on the eyes. It's not portable. It weighs 90 pounds. Our unit, which is twice as powerful, almost 3 times as powerful, now that weighs 60 pounds. This is 90 pounds.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Takes up the entire window, so now you can't even use it. It's like an accordion. You've got to screw it in, and that's just on the front half.
Right.
You know, let's go around to the back, because I think that we all can relate to what it's like on the outside. And I love your idea, Suzanne, about comparing the two.
Oh, it's
night
and day.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't know if you guys can see it again, but I mean, what do you want in the front of your house, side of your house, back of your house?
Yeah.
Do you want to see a big ugly AC, you know, back end? Or do you want your window to look like a real window? And yet that room inside is probably going to be one of the chilliest, coolest, most comfortable rooms that you have. You know, if you're, I said it earlier, if you're renting, isn't this a great answer? Because maybe there's just not a really good unit. Maybe your AC, maybe the building's controlled by one person.
Right.
Who's got that famous controller, and you're always just so smoking hot because you like to be cooler. Then get this. If you leave an apartment, you move it with you. So if you like a room really cold and someone else wants the room warmer, this is your portable answer. And I really like it too, because if you live up north, I did not have air. We had an old Victorian house, and we didn't have any AC. And so we had fans. Well, anymore, it just seems to be so miserable and hot even up north. That just doesn't work. So now, if you're in the living room, you put it in the living room. Use it all evening. When you guys go to bed, you roll it into your bedroom, and now you're gonna have that amazing night's sleep that you get when you're cool, even a little bit cold, which feels great. Put an extra blanket on, and you're comfortable. And we all know we sleep better. We sleep deeper when we're nice and comfortable. When it's super hot and you're ripping the covers off, and then you rip the sheet off, and you're laying there and you're just like, I cannot sleep a wink because you're just sweating. It's so miserable. That you don't want to live that way. Let me explain 2 things we're doing. FlexPay I love, and I think it's important because this is not, you know, a $20 pair of earrings. This, with the rebate now, it's introductory price, which means the price will go up. Okay, the price will be full price at $649.95. So tonight, you're at $499.95, but you get an easy to get rebate, and we've made it really simple to get the rebate, another $50 off of the $449.95. So now you're down to $449.90. Free shipping. This is not lightweight. It cost a lot of money for us to ship this. It's 60 pounds. I mean, that's a big box, okay? And on top of that, with FlexPay, you can spread your payments out over 5 months. You'll know the very first night you sleep well, whether you're gonna love it or not. And if you don't, you can always send it back.
And I love that story that you tell about when my parents have a small lake house in Western New York. There's no central air. It's over 110 years old. And when we would visit, we have 2 daughters, and we would come out crying at night sometimes because we were so hot. But really, the effort to put one of these in was so hard that we would never do it. So we would suffer through. And that's no vacation. That's no way to, we would put like a million little fans in that's literally just blowing hot air around. This, we could have moved from room to room to room because it's so easy and it packs up so well, you know? It doesn't stay out year round.
You know what also happens, Trace, and I'm sure you know, is we'll hit that blazing heat wave, and you'll run to the local hardware store. And at this point, you will pay anything. And all that's left is this horrible little dented unit. And you'll still pay full price for it because you're so desperate, because you're so miserable. Why are you doing that? Also, if you have a huge air conditioning bill, maybe you're blessed and you have a great big house, why not just use less AC and then use this as a supplement? So if you just want to get your upstairs more cool at night, and you don't want that house AC just cranking all night long, all day long, this is a perfect answer for that.
Well, heat rises. So if you know, or even if you put it, you know, in if you like redid your attic and that's like a game room or a man cave or something along those lines, you know that's never cool. Now this can stay up in that 3rd story and cool everything off. Look at how sharp it looks in the bedroom. I mean, just imagine being able to bring it down. It's sleek, it's modern, but here's the alternative. This is a dehumidifier too. It pulls the moisture out of the air. But where does the moisture go? The moisture goes in here. So when this gets full, it shuts off. Your DeLonghi's never gonna shut off. So say this is 3 o'clock in the morning, you wake up all hot and sweaty because this has been off for an hour, and then now you've gotta find where you're going to dump it. You hope that it doesn't dump all over the floor in the middle of the night. You've got to then put it back on. DeLonghi is never gonna shut off. Plus, you're getting that exclusive BioSilver technology, that filter that never needs to be replaced, never needs to be changed, and that is gonna prohibit the growth of bacteria and mold. That's huge.
Yeah,
absolutely huge. Plus, it's a zero drip technology. That means the water's being sucked out of the air, it's being transformed into that vapor, and then that warm vapor is getting shot out your window while all of that cool, cold air is staying inside your home. The DeLonghi can pull up to 10 gallons of water out of the air a day, so you're never dumping any water. You're never having to deal with moisture. There's no mold, mildew, or anything building up. And there's a remote.
And we love the remote. You don't even have to get up to operate it. And I love this too because it's programmable. So even this will not be cranking all day long. If you come home from work at 5 o'clock and you set it to come on and make that living room nice and cool and chilly at 4 o'clock, when you're walking in, it's going to be set and ready to go. You can program it to turn on and operate for you. I love that feature because again, you're not keeping a room cold that you're not using. Why are you wasting all that money? And that bill is so high every month when you're not there all day long. You don't need to have the AC running all day. Just set this and forget about it, and this room's gonna be cool when you walk in the door. I thought that's a really nice feature.
I agree 100% because, I mean, at the end of the day, we want something that works great. We want something that's gonna save us money on the flip side, and we want something that's gonna make us comfortable and easy. This does it all. It's a dehumidifier, it's a fan, it's an AC unit, and then literally it can be moved from room to room. We want a portable AC unit to actually be portable, Suzanne.
How novel is that?
It's common sense,
crazy.
but this is what we're used to.
Right.
You know, now you literally take this out. It can be it can go any from a window from 20 inches to 47 inches. So it can fit a lot of different windows. But again, this is your installation. You pop it in, you bring down the blinds, and then nobody really knows that it's a portable AC unit. Right. You know, I mean, it's so easy. It's on those casters and it can go from room to room. That, my friend, cannot go from room to room. If you have installed one, you know the nightmare of putting it in and you know the nightmare of taking it out. And a lot of places don't even let you do that.
That's right, exactly.
You know, when I had my first apartment, I wish I would have gotten a gift like this.
Right.
You know, because it would save me money, it would save me energy. Listen, when we're all getting our first apartment, we don't have the best central AC stuff. Right. This gives you that option.
Well, also too, when you moved out of the apartment, guess what? Your AC unit went with you.
Right.
If you have one of these installed on the second floor for a bedroom, you're leaving that. You spent all that money and you're just leaving that unit sitting there and you're moving out. Now this goes with you wherever you go. Also too, I love what you said, Tracy. I mean, it's 60 pounds, so you need somebody to help you. But let's say you're gonna go away and maybe you're gonna go, like you said, i.e. to your mom and dad's lake house. You actually could take this with you.
Right.
So you're like, look, Mom, Dad, we use this at home, but we're gonna solve the problem because we actually wanna sleep in your place. We're bringing BYOAC.
Right. Along with
that would be BYOAC. Now that would be awesome.
Yes.
Bring your own daggone air conditioning unit.
Well,
then you're not gonna complain. No one's gonna be upset when they have to go visit somebody.
But I think you nailed it. I mean, if you've ever slept when it's brutally hot, you're not sleeping.
So miserable. You're miserable.
Yes, and there's nothing you can do.
And you're exhausted the next morning. You know how exhausted you are?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my God, it's the worst. You know, have you ever checked into a hotel? Because where you're staying is so uncomfortable? You know what I'm, because you were so miserable, you said, I gotta get a night's sleep.
You pay whatever.
You will. I'm going to,
you pay this price tonight.
Exactly. Right. A couple nights in a hotel just to get AC, we got you covered. All right. Thank you, Tracy, for being with us. You're not going far, though.
No.
Tracy's coming back. We have another really special item to show you. But before we do that, here's something we're really thinking about tonight. We're talking a lot about cars. Our today's special is going to make sure your car starts when you need it to start because it's going to help get that battery moving. But also, too, let's talk about the blind spot when you're driving. And oh my gosh, how often have you just barely missed running into somebody because you couldn't see them in your blind spot when you were driving? We have the solution, and it honestly is unlike any other unit you've ever seen. This isn't the little dots that you put in the corner and they kind of work. This is adjustable and it really works. The technology is really brilliant, and that is still to come. But before we do that, check out this. Our HSN credit card. All right, let me tell you a little bit about it. If you get our HSN credit card, you get $10 off any single item purchased of $10 or more with the card at the time of approval, which is kind of nice. But beyond that, you're a VIP member and you really get access to a lot of extra special deals that a lot of people don't know about if you've got that card. Here's our spotlight.
Living connected means feeling your best every day in every way. Join me, Brett Chuckerman, for Connected Life, Wednesday at 7 p.m. We dive into solutions for a healthier home. Rid your carpets of allergens and bacteria with the Bissell Pro Heat 2X Revolution Carpet Cleaner. Plus, reduce impurities in your water with the WaterLogic Hybrid Home Water Purifier. And clean the air with the Germ Guardian Elite 4-in-1 Air Purifier. Search Connected Life at hsn.com for more.
In a world full of trends, I remain a classic. Life is your runway.
Transform the look of your skin with the natural beauty essence of grapes. Emasam captures the finest grapeseed extracts in luxurious formulations, helping to smooth and nourish with moisture, diminishing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Discover the beauty of grapes. Discover the beauty of Emasam.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Guide to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
You're watching HSN. Thanks for hanging out with me. By the way, do check out my HSN Facebook page. Lately, I have been making a ton of really fun crafting ideas because one of my passions is crafting. So please check it out and you can see my videos and some how-tos with some of the great products we have here at HSN. All right, we're continuing on with great ideas. And this one I think is a really smart idea. A lot of times you ever had that moment where you're driving down the highway and you're going to go change lanes and then somebody just lays on their horn and you came within a whisper of slamming into somebody because they're in your blind spot. Doesn't that make your heart just race? Oh my God, it's like, and you swerve the other way to get out of the way, and that's just a scary situation. So what happens, you go, okay, I'm gonna go to the auto parts store and I'm gonna get those little teeny round mirrors. Trust me, they don't work. And you know what, they're not very effective. Or tonight, you get what's called our Maxi Views. Now these have not been on the air since April, so it's been a little bit. Now here's what did not happen in April. We've got a special 5 flex pay on everything up until midnight tonight. So we're down to an hour and a half on this 5 flex on everything. And that was not available back in April when we first launched these. Tonight, you get it. It is a set of 2. And I've got Bill Dugan joining me. Hi, Bill.
Hey, how are you?
You know that circumstance. You're just, oh my God, I almost hit somebody.
It sends chills up your spine. And the thing is, that's just your immediate reaction. Not to mention, you know, then the car repairs or the insurance issues if something does happen. But what happens when you attach the Maxi View, which by the way, this is patented technology made in the USA and simple enough that you can literally peel and stick and install it. So you see it has that all-weather adhesive right in the back, that ball and socket joint, which allows you to place it perfectly. Right, you mentioned those other ones, didn't have that. Also, this is precious metals. It's not plastic, it's not gonna chip, not gonna fog up. I take mine through the car wash and all that stuff. Doesn't vibrate, but more importantly, by adding this mirror on the driver's side and passenger side, you're giving yourselves 4 times greater field of view. So you have 4 times more the knowledge.
Than a standard rear view mirror.
Standard side view mirror, yeah. And I wanna show you, we have a side view mirror right here, and we're gonna pull up that shot so you can see it. Because you look in the side view mirror, it's like, oh, there's just that one trunk there, I can make that turn. But look, when you add the Maxi View, look at how much more information you get. When you refocus that a little bit, you see what's in the mirror, You see the trunk.
Oh my gosh,
but now
wait,
you see,
where's the trunk?
the trunk is right there on the bottom, right there. Boom, on the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
But now you see
a ton
the
more.
entire set of what's going on over there.
Wow.
And that's where knowledge is power. Because that's a limited little bit of power or knowledge, but then you get that whole field of view. And that's by simply adding the mirror. And the thing
That's
is,
really a big deal.
that's why you get it home. I put mine on most of the time, maybe I don't need it, but that few times you do see that car approaching, that cyclist approaching in the Maxi View mirror, you're so grateful you have it. So for road trip season, for that student driver, for that driver you might be sending off to college, you want to prepare them with more knowledge, because we're going to show you perfectly. On here, there's this great still that we have, and I want you to realize, without the Maxi View, we think we know what's going on the road, right? So you can see it right here. Without the Maxi View, we're limited to that gray cone. I'm not seeing the green motorcycle or the big red van, but with the Maxi View, look at how much wider that field of view is, so I can see more. And knowledge is power, especially when you're driving down the highway or you're in that crammed parking lot, and it's seasonless. It's not just road trip season. This is for dads and grads, and more importantly,
everybody.
That's just it.
Yeah.
Put it on your mom's car. I put it on my mom's car.
Yeah.
She got in there. She's like, what is this mirror on my mirror? What? I'm like, Mom, just you wait. And the thing is, she loved it because it happens to us all. You're driving down the road, you look in that manufactured mirror, and it looks clear. But look what's in the Maxi View. That white car. And look how close that white car was actually there.
So I can use it on any side view mirrors. Like it can be truck mirrors, RV, whatever I've got.
Motorcycles.
Okay.
And look at that. You see a red minivan. It's not in your manufactured mirror. And you see how close that was?
Gosh.
It was right on your tail. And whether it's pedestrians, dog walkers.
Can I tell you, I know if your mom's doing this now too, but as I've seen people, sometimes they get a little bit older, they don't turn far enough. Like seriously, no, seriously, they're driving down the road and they do one of these or they don't turn at all. But really, to really get around and see your rearview mirror, you've got to take a really good look, and you got to look this way to really see. And I swear, this is probably not true, but I feel like that manufacturers of cars make the back of those cars in certain models even thicker. So it's really even more difficult. Or if you're low in a car, if you drive a smaller car, if you're up high in a truck, it's a little easier to see what's over there, But if you're in a littler car, it's really tough to see what's around you. I think this is absolute key. Also, too, have you broken your mirror, your side view mirror? You know what I mean? And you got a big crack and you really can't see very well. Just to be able to use that to help you see your blind spot and see behind you is pretty good.
Okay, not to throw my mother under the bus again.
Did she do that? Your
she
poor mom.
whacked my side view mirror. It's all cracked. But I was able to actually see more in my Maxi View mirror. And the thing is, we got the side mirror replaced for a few $100s.
Right.
This is a quick $20 upgrade to any car. Fancy car, newer car, older car, but it's more about safety. And you actually talked about the higher cars. This was actually designed by a trucker who was out there who couldn't see the littler cars and everything. Because that's why that ball and socket is so important. You can position it. And that's just it. The more knowledge you have on the road.
Position's like your rear view mirror.
Exactly.
I mean, why do you move your rear view mirror here around to get the right height and the
Different
right
height.
position? Right. That's brilliant.
And the thing is, those other ones that are out there, they're made of plastic. You can't position them like that. But we did a little tape the other day when we were outside on a nice sunny day, so you could kind of see the difference. Two cars close together, but more importantly, you couldn't even notice them unless you had the Maxi View mirror.
Really?
Yeah.
And check this.
You see how close these two cars are to each other, right? But imagine going down the highway, and you're dependent upon that one manufactured mirror. When you look into that mirror, what do you see? Coast looks clear, right? But when you add the Maxi View, you gain 4 times greater that field of view. Simple installation. You see me, maybe I'm that pedestrian. You see the oncoming car in traffic. But remember, without the Maxi View, you don't have all the information. You think it's clear, you're gonna make the turn, but don't wait. Add that Maxi View and see how different it is. Again, it's 4 times greater field of view, and all you have to do, peel and stick, put it in place. When you see me, you're not gonna have that accident. When you see the car that's this close to you, you're gonna be a safer driver on the road. So it's simple installation. It's a great upgrade for any car that's out there, and really, it's the most affordable, safest way to be on the road this summer season. So you know you wanna get in your car. Everyone should have it.
Can you show the box, because I think this is really,
I don't know if I have. Oh,
it kind of brings it home again. Yeah, can you
so
show
yeah, we
this?
have our manufactured mirror right here. Remember, you look in that mirror and it looks like, oh, it's just that one box. I can make the turn. You peel and stick and attach this and it stays in place. Look at how much more information you get.
You guys,
get more
that one
field of view.
box that you could only see, is this box right here.
Right.
See this box right here?
And see, we can't even see you in the manufactured mirror, Suzanne.
Right.
We see you in the Maxi View, though.
Right.
And that's really where, you get more power. I can position this, and you can pick where you want to put your Maxi View. It's recommended that you put in that upper inside corner so you can see it. But more importantly, with this 2-pack, you get one for the driver's side and the passenger side. You really should have one for every car. And we were talking about even newer cars. Some newer cars actually have these blind spot mirrors that are installed in the side view mirrors. Do you know that's an upgrade? Like $1,000 upgrade for your car, when you can literally do this peel and stick. This adhesive totally stays in place. I've had mine for about 1.5 years, has not fallen off. It doesn't fog over or chip, because remember, these are precious metals, not plastic.
So I thought that was
doesn't
a great
vibrate.
feature.
And are you a motorcyclist? Do you bike or anything
I
like
wish,
that?
but no.
But that's just it. Motorcyclists, RVers, scooter drivers, because the more information you have on the road, the safer you're going to be. For the pedestrians or the driver, and the safer you're out there, the better your insurance rates are going to be, and the headache and everything.
Save for our show tonight. This has not been on since April, so it's the first time we're airing it. You do get a 2-pack, which is great. Have you ever gotten just those little button ones? Because you really, you have that moment where you're like, oh man, I couldn't see the blind spot. And what happens with the button ones, if you get them in the wrong position, there's no way, one, to get them off. You almost have to break the mirror. And if they're in the wrong position, they're useless anyway. Even if you slightly get this off, you can still change it and move it so you get the perfect blind spot view. I think that having that little whole rotating ball is brilliant.
Well, that's just it. My mom gets in my car, she can reposition it. Or, you pass down the car to that new driver and they're either taller or shorter.
Yeah.
They can reposition it too. It really comes down to thinking we have all the information we need on the road, but we don't. And sometimes we do have the mobility to look over our shoulders more, but as you said, you get older, you don't. You can position this so it works for you, but you do get more power. Like, look at this. Where's the red car? It's not in that manufactured mirror, it's in the Maxi View. But because you see in the Maxi View, you know not to make the turn, so you're preventing an accident, you're preventing those chills.
Ooh, that one.
A bike rider or
we have so many bicyclists here in St. Pete too, and they're always zipping up around you. And motorcyclists, shame on you motorcyclists on the road, not all of you. I got a little soapbox because this guy decided he was going to go in between the cars illegally because he wanted to go fast and get through the traffic faster. Anybody, if you just thought, oh, I'm going to change lanes right now, that guy zipped through so fast, and if you had had this, at least you would have, when you went to change lanes, caught him right at that second that he's in your blind spot.
And that's just it. Daytime or nighttime you benefit from it. That's when I notice it most of all. I leave here late and then I'm tired and I'm like, oh, I can switch lanes, but I see those headlights in the Maxi View because it might not appear in the manufactured mirror, but when I can see them and have a little bit more information, I know not to make the turn yet.
Okay, A to Z on this. Just want to add one thing. 5 Flex tonight only. That was not available in April, and that ends at midnight tonight. We did a really fun day of 5 Flex or more on almost everything we have in stock. So take advantage of that because you pay off in 5 months, but you get it right away, and we have 30 days to make sure you love it. But kind of take us through it again if you don't mind.
Well, that's just it. You want to get this home for one flex payment and attach it and see the world of difference just by literally peeling and sticking. Seeing why this is patented technology. You peel it off, you have that ball and socket joint to position it perfectly to give you more information. I want to show you that manufactured mirror demonstration again. I think that's only the boxes in my side view mirror, right? But when you attach the Maxi View, look at how much more information you get. It's not just that little box, it's the whole crate and then some, so I'm not going to make that turn. This is just an inside example, but when you're driving down the road and you think you only have that to contend with, but actually when you can see more, that's where you're going to be safer. That's where you're safer as a driver, the passengers are safer. You're limited to this manufactured view, which is just that limited gray cone, but when you add the Maxi View, it opens it up with that full view, and it's simple enough that you can do it. I sent it to my mom so she could literally attach it to the mirror herself and be more of a knowledgeable driver. So with road trip season coming up, whether it's a whole family, whether it's just the kids taking a trip to the country or the mountains, you want to give them more power. I want to remind you, we're going to go back outside so you can see how close these two cars are, but how you couldn't even see them unless you had the Maxi View. You see how close these two cars are to each other, right? But imagine going down the highway and you're dependent upon that one manufactured mirror. When you look into that mirror, what do you see? Coast looks clear, right? But when you add the Maxi View, you gain 4 times greater that field of view. Simple installation. You see me, maybe I'm that pedestrian, you see the oncoming car in traffic, but remember, without the Maxi View, you don't have all the information. You think it's clear, you're gonna make the turn, but don't wait. Add that Maxi View and see how different it is. Again, it's 4 times greater field of view, and all you have to do, peel and stick, put it in place. When you see me, you're not gonna have that accident. When you see the car that's this close to you, you're gonna be a safer driver on the road. So it's simple installation. It's a great upgrade for any car that's out there, and really, it's the most affordable, safest way to be on the road this summer season. So you know you wanna get in your car. Everyone should have it.
All right, thanks, Bill. Just a little quick update on this as well. We don't forget about the 5 flex pays, and it is available till midnight tonight, $19.95. And you know what? Get them at home. Almost 1,000 have been ordered, and see for yourself. It does make a dramatic difference, and you'll be a calmer, better driver. And I think that's what we all want to be, right? All right, let me explain what's happening. We're super excited because we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of Hoover. And here's what they did for their 20th year of just making brilliant product. They have created a brand new wind tunnel. Now, the wind tunnel is the #1 most popular version of their vacuum that they do in their entire line. And just for you watching tonight, celebrating the 20th anniversary, they have brought out a brand new model of that most popular vacuum. And we've got it for you right here, best price anywhere in the country. So how's your vacuum cleaner? What's happened? Do you use it? Do you put your foot on it and try to add some more pressure to get some more suction? Do you go over a spot 20 times and it still doesn't quite pick anything up? Well, it's probably time to trade that baby in and get yourself a brand new one. And you're getting the most popular, the best one that we offer is the Hoover here at HSN. Of course, we have a totally exclusive package that is included with our model. And there's some features on here that I think you're gonna squeal with delight when you see, especially this very first one. And Tracy is rejoining me because she's gonna show you exactly what this is. All right, Tracy.
Okay.
You ready for the aha moment?
The aha. How many times have you done this when you are just roping and hoping that there's not a knot in it? Do you mind doing the honors?
No problem. Where am I going? Which way?
Just go that way.
All right, here I go. Bye-bye.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Just keep going, Suzanne.
I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania.
Keep going.
Here we go. Here we go.
Go to another studio.
I'm not sure how much further I can go.
26 feet. Okay,
I
you
can
can still keep going, but we don't have time for that.
Okay, you ready?
Now let it go. This is why we call it the rewind. Just like that. Isn't that absolutely amazing?
Yeah, it's great.
I love it. So now you can see that it all is right here. It's the rewind. So if you've ever gotten wrapped up in the corners or you didn't have enough cord to get to the next room, you don't have to worry about that now. 26 feet worth of that cable. But here's the other thing. This is wind tunnel technology. Why is that different? It's exclusive to Hoover, and this is why it's powerful. This vacuum, this brush is gonna vibrate all of your floors, whether it's carpet, hardwood, whatever, and it's gonna loosen everything up, and that stuff is gonna come dancing to the surface. And when it starts dancing, we're there to grab it and to suck it right up into that bagless vacuum. So let's go ahead and show you this. I want you to get real tight down on here so you can see the dancing cords. And then ready? Look at that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's what we're talking about. That is this exclusive wind tunnel technology that's gonna loosen up all of that dirt, all of that grime, everything that's been embedded into your carpet, and then it's gonna be brought right back up into that bagless cyclone, dual cyclone. Very powerful, 12 amps, one of the strongest you can get. 5 different settings, so you don't have to worry if it's hardwood, if it's gonna be carpet. Take a look at this. I'm gonna adjust this because this is a little thicker, Suzanne, so let's put it on the highest setting here. And then go. You know, I've been cleaning carpets for a long time, vacuuming.
Yeah.
Because this was my first job. My mom, this is my chore.
Oh, okay, got it.
Here's the deal. If I didn't have the lines, we had a problem.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about,
seriously?
those fans that you get?
Yeah.
This is gonna give you those fans, okay? This is gonna give you exactly what you need to get those fans that you like. It's gonna suck up all that extra cereal. This is a very real reality in my house. Cereal everywhere. But look at the fans that you're getting. Look at the professional look that you're getting. The grade with that. This is black carpet, not the easiest to clean. Let's move it over here. And there we go. This is sawdust.
Yeah, that's crazy. I like you started with glitter, like on a really woven runner. I mean, the first time a mom, it's why kids don't get to play with glitter ever. You know what I mean? It's because the cleanup is always such a nightmare.
Yeah.
Now you've got the vacuum that's going to be able to do that. Whether it's the dust bunnies, whether it's hardwood floors, tile floors, vinyl floors, whatever type carpeting you have, whatever rugs you have, we all have to vacuum. And if you've got one that's spitting at your ankles, or you go over a spot a million times and it still doesn't quite pick it up, tonight's the time to be able to upgrade. And you're getting the #1 best model from Hoover. You know, it's something to get a new vacuum cleaner, and if you're gonna do that, why not get their very best brand they do? The wind tunnel is always the most popular. It's the time to take advantage of the best price anywhere. We're launching it today. We've sold now almost 700 in just an earlier airing. So it's a great time to say, you know what, I'm so tired of my old vacuum cleaner. It doesn't work. I have to work too hard and too long and when I'm using it. And just change all of that simply by changing the vacuum you use.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's huge. I love the fact that, like you said, you're a crafter. You know what it's like to clean up glitter.
Oh, yeah.
This was black dirt on a white carpet. If that happened in my house, we would have a major problem if I didn't have this at home. Somebody be grounded. If somebody brought that through the house, we would have an issue. But here's the other thing. It's not just for carpet. We want you to be able to use this on any type of floor that you have in your home. Sometimes you need a wall-to-wall vacuum.
Right.
You know, you need it. And this is the one that you can get because it's good for every type. Here's the thing. I want to show you something really fast. As I put this, I'm going to put this on the hardwood floor area. But notice this brush right here. I'm going to turn it on and you can see that it's going. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because when you're doing the hardwood floor, you don't want that brush running because it's going to scatter everything everywhere. Take a look at this. This is coffee grinds. These are coffee grinds. You know, they are very fine. They are very thin. Not the easiest to clean up, but if you've ever had to clean them up, you know the job at hand. Take a look at that beautiful line that you're getting with this Hoover vacuum. You can see nothing was scattered. Nothing was blown anywhere. Everything with that super awesome wind tunnel technology, it's now going up and in. And here's the other thing. I love the fact that we don't have any bags.
No.
You know,
That's
I mean,
true. That's very true.
You're not going to be going out. It's not going to be a guessing game. You're not going to send your husband out for vacuum bags and he's going to come home with the wrong size. You know, it is super easy. This is it. I want to show you what it's like to clean this. All you do is take it over here to the trash can. Here's your button at the bottom. Open it up. There you go.
That's great.
That's it.
Also,
you know?
it's another great feature too is a lot of times in a lot of other vacuum cleaners, you can't get up in here to get it clean.
Right.
What's nice is this, and it has all the instructions, super easy to do, is this is removable. So if you really want to clean, if you get a lot of hair stuck up in there, a lot of little fibers and things like that, you actually can clean the whole canister, which makes it be cleaner and smell fresher. All right, tools. We're all about the tools here at HSN,
Right.
and we
Yes.
love that. With this one, you're getting the crevice tool, the pet turbo tool, you're getting the pet upholstery tool included. So there you go. Thanks, guys. You get the vagless vacuum, the screw, the extension wand, crevice and pet turbo tool, the pet upholstery tool, and the reusable filter, which we'll talk about that in just a second, too.
Here's the other thing. When we talk about the removable filter, this machine is smarter than me, thank goodness, when it comes to that. Because it lets you know right here whether or not it's time to redo your filter. Right now it's on green. So take a look right here. It's on green. That means we're fine. But I'm gonna kind of clog it up for a second and show you that means it's time for you to gauge it or change it. So it's super, super easy. Again, we've got this awesome hose. Mind you, all of the tools are right here. A lot of the other vacuums out there, your tools are someplace else. So if you want to clean the stairs, if you need to clean the chairs, whatever, you've got to be making multiple trips. Because everything's right here, you don't have to do it. Now this is our air turbine pet brush right here. Perfect. This is nice and rubber. You know how hard it is to get pet hair up. And again, super, super easy. Right over here.
Hey, don't go too fast.
Oh, sorry. I get excited. It works so well.
Oh my gosh, this is really quick.
This is like me cleaning, but I'm glad you could see here. Just within a matter of seconds, it's getting all of that white hair up off off of the chair in a way.
Yeah, and again, here's another really great feature, because I have one of the original Hoover wind tunnels, and it doesn't have any of these features at all. But what I like is when you need to get a hold of the hose. My hose, unfortunately, on my original model, and I'm still using it, and I truly love it. I've got to scooch down, I got to go way down to the front of it, I got to unhook it, and then I got to refigure everything. What I love about this, you see where you pulled that out? Look how handy that is. And because your tools are right there, see, there's one of the tools right here, they're on board, is you just pop it out. So it's so much more convenient. Now, what does that translate to? You clean more in less time. It's flat out what it is. So when you're scooting around and you say, oh gosh, I want to do that really quick, it's a switch, it's a quick switch, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm doing my upholstery. Oh, I'm gonna dust that area. Oh, I'm gonna go get those cobwebs. And we'll talk about going up high here in just a second, but hey, I'm gonna get those cobwebs. You know, you can just do more quicker because it's so much more convenient with this new design. And we are thrilled to have a great long-term partnership with Hoover. They have brought us exclusively their 20th anniversary edition. We do not have a lot of these in stock. In fact, I mean, come on, think about it. It's under $100 to get a brand new #1 best-selling model in their line, and it's the latest edition. You get great tools to go with it. We have the best price anywhere. So it is that moment where you go, I am so sick and tired of my old vacuum cleaner. Like, it makes you angry, you're mad at it. Every time you pull it out, you're like, this thing doesn't work at all. And with our Flex Pay tonight, because remember, until midnight, you get 5 Flex Pays on everything, almost everything, until midnight tonight. You can get this home to try it out for under $20.
That's crazy.
So stop wrestling with that old dumb heavy vacuum. You don't need that anymore.
No, and here's the other thing. Not only are we giving you 26 feet worth of the electrical cord, we're also giving you 12 extra feet of height.
Oh,
so that's either going up, you know, this is our extension rod, it's right there on the thing. This is our crevice tool, right on the unit itself. But also check out this hose. If you've ever moved 10, 12 feet or something like that, the unit usually falls over. That doesn't happen with this. This gives you an extra heavy, state-of-the-art hose. I can get way up high, way down low. I can pull this to the stairs. I can use this for my stairs. The options are really endless. It's sturdy, it's stable. You know, this only weighs 16 pounds.
That's great.
Very lightweight, very easy. But I want to show you that carpet again. I want to show you that carpet over there. If we can go over there for just a second.
Let's do it later. Well, we can do it later if you want to come back.
No, this is fun. You do it.
I'm just going to go for a walk. So here's, and the extension cord is really, really long.
Keep going, keep going.
26 feet long. I'm going, now, 26 feet long, you're like, I am never going to pull it this far out, because guess what? I can even go farther, but I got to stop.
You've got to.
Let's say you go, oh my gosh, I'm going to be wrapping that thing up for days because it's such a long cord. Watch what happens. Bye-bye, cord. It's retractable.
Yes,
I love
it all is right there.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
So as an automatic retract, you hit this little tab on the bottom of it, and it sucks it back into the vacuum cleaner.
Right.
That alone is
huge.
worth upgrading your vacuum.
Because we've all done this. We've all done it, you know, then or it's not long enough.
Right.
So you're constantly unplugging and taking into another room. We've all done it. This is huge for me, because I wanted to talk about this. This looks clean. This cream looks clean. There's no dirt on it, on the outside or anything like this. This is a clean bin right here. So I just want to prove this to you right here. The other day, this is a true story. It was our anniversary and my husband gave me a gift. It was somebody came in and cleaned the house. Okay, that was Thursday. It was wonderful. Last night, I cleaned with my wind tunnel. Do you want to know the amount of stuff? I was very, very appreciative of my gift, but I was so mad because there was still a ton of stuff hiding in my carpet.
Yeah.
Which is weird,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
So here, this looks clean. This is clean. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do 3 swipes and just show you what can be hiding underneath when you think you've got something clean. Again, you can see that cyclone technology. I'm not going to get crazy, but I really want you to see that I'm just going to do 3 huge swipes here, and then let's take a look at what is in here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's super fine.
Yeah. Isn't that ridiculous?
Right,
you can see the hair, you can see the dirt, you can see the dust, you can see all of that.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't that ridiculous?
Never ever know that's in there. Oh my gosh, that really is funny. That's crazy.
I mean, it looks clean. And listen, I'm guilty of it. I bought carpet that hides dirt. I know that sounds horrible. I know it does. It's kind of a little bit too much information, but it just, I have tile like that, but it hides the dirt. This gets everything out with that technology that vibrates the carpet. It loosens all of this stuff up, no matter how long it's been there. And when it gets loosened up, it gets sucked up.
That's right,
you know?
And again, think about this. If you're not familiar with how it works, when you have a lot of that kind of really fine dirt and particles down in your carpet, it acts like a saw. And what happens is those little particles actually saw away at the fibers of your carpet. And what happens then is your carpet deteriorates quicker. So you say, oh, maybe you got a brand new carpet. And you're like, oh, I really want it to last a long time because we spent a small fortune on it. And you spend a lot to get your house carpeted, right? Well, if you're not getting all of that dirt, it's slowly cutting up your rugs and your carpets, and it's ruining them quicker than it would be once you pull that up. That's kind of scientifically how it works. They're like millions of little saws that are destroying your carpets and your rugs. So what do? Get a better vacuum cleaner. Get a smarter vacuum cleaner. Get one that's going to give you the power, cyclonic technology, and certainly with the 20th anniversary edition here, get it tonight before it's gone. This is actually supposed to be, it's a month-long celebration, and it's supposed to last to the end of June, of course. And it's not, because now almost 800 have been ordered, and this is not going to be here at the end of the month because it's been so popular. Another thing too that we love, it's a Hoover. You know, it's not some off-brand that you're not familiar with. It is a trusted company that make great products. I have one of the original wind tunnels, and I still use it. It doesn't have the retractable feature. I do not have, like I said, my connection to use it as just the hose. First of all, my hose is really short. And it's really, quite frankly, inconvenient, but I still love it. It still works great. But